Well. That happened, didn't it? Yeah, and he's unbelievable, apparently. So, yeah, we're all in for a good time. But is he going to be able to go from incredible wonder kid to absolute superstar? Let's find out. 5 years in the future, how's he get on? Here he is, ladies and gentlemen, Moukoko at 15 years old, and he is absolutely unbelievable. I don't even think you can get regens at this age that good, but apparently Moukoko is able to do everything right now, and it's only going to get bigger and better for this guy. If you are able to develop him correctly and he stays injury free, he will become the best player in the entire world. If you can have a team with Camavinga, Moukoko, Sancho and Haaland, you are going to dominate world football for the next 10 or 15 years. Mark my words. But forget about them. We are focusing on this guy, and look at him. He is football in perfection. There is nothing at 15 years old that you can criticise this guy for. His personality, spot on. 16 dribbling, 15 finishing, 15 first touch. His technicals are there. Mentally, determination, work rate, lovely stuff. Physically, unbelievable. Is there anything that this guy can't do? I don't think so. But we're going to have to see how he gets on in 5 years' time. So I'm going to simulate to 2025. Will he have moved clubs? Will he have got a big injury? We're about to find out. Stick around and we'll find out together. Oh, Dortmund fans, I'm so sorry. I really am. It doesn't get any easier for you, as what seems to be the regular occurrence, a player from Dortmund has gone to their arch rivals, Bayern Munich, and it doesn't end there. He has gone for the grand total of nothing. He has took the switch, the controversial switch, from Dortmund to Bayern for nothing. Dortmund didn't get a pittance out of it, and you thought the pain for Dortmund fans was behind you. No. In the eyes of Football Manager, it's about to get a lot worse for you. But let's move on to how good Moukoko is at the age of 20 years old. It's a nailed-on fact that Moukoko is probably the best player in the world right now in his position. Age 20, and them attributes are absolutely ridiculous. I think in every single attribute, he has improved by at least 1 or 2 attribute points, which is a scary prospect when you consider he's only 20 and he probably hasn't hit his full potential yet. He's playing regular first-team football for Bayern Munich, and he's having an absolute whale of a time. At the age of 17, I think this would have been, he was making first-team appearances for Bayern Munich and Dortmund, actually. He didn't have a great time at Dortmund initially, with 6.64 rating in 6 appearances. But with Bayern, he hasn't gone below a 7 so far. His recent season being his best with 16 goals, 6 assists, 4 player of the matches in 28 appearances. And by the looks of it, that's going to get better and better as he ages. And as I said, you can probably expect this guy to get some of these 19s, these 18s into 20s, and he will be the most complete player Football Manager has ever sort of put the Wonder Kid status on. And he is still considered a Wonder Kid, which is absolutely ridiculous. But, I mean, the question is he going to stay at Bayern? Is a Real Madrid, is a City going to come in for Moukoko? Because obviously a City, Madrid, they tend to buy all the really expensive players, as do PSG. Is he going to be the first £200? Is he going to be the first £200 million player to go in football history? Potentially. We'll have to wait and see. But we are going to go 5 more years into the future, into Moukoko's prime. He's going to be 25 years old. And we're going to see if he has turned them 19s into 20s. I'll see you in a second. 10 years into the future, and this will be the first time that I've seen Moukoko this far in. Has he stayed at FC Bayern? That is my biggest curiosity, just because I feel like he would have been nabbed up by someone. So let's take a gander. And no, he has not. He has gone over to England to play for Chelsea, and it looks like he has declined a little bit, but they have just come off pre-season, so that's to be expected, right? You'd expect him to bounce back immediately in some of the attributes he's lost. I think he's lost, 1 point from first touch? He's definitely lost 1 from agility, because that was 20. But because he's getting older, his mentals are improving quite significantly. He's got 12 leadership. There's not one single mental attribute that's below 11, which is pretty ridiculous. And the only ones he's got technically are long throws and tackling. That is pretty ridiculous. But how much did he go for to Chelsea? Wow, okay then. Right, so he went to Madrid. I mean, what a career Moukoko's having, holy smokes. So he went to Bayern for free, and then Real Madrid splashed £100 million. I called it. £100 million on Bayern. I mean, what a result that is for Bayern Munich there. Getting him for free and then getting £100 million profit. Dortmund must be absolutely furious. And then Chelsea spent £104 million, and it's mad to think Madrid only got a £4 million profit from him. But he's been absolutely unbelievable wherever he's been. Obviously, that final season at Bayern, just before he left, he got 21 goals in 32, then 20, 17, 14, 14. He's going up. His ratings don't go below a 7, which is, once again, absolutely ludicrous considering he's only 25, and he is probably going to be entering into the prime of his career round about now, maybe 26 roughly. So once again, he's probably not going to be improving too much at this point. He's probably going to be sticking around the sort of attribute numbers, maybe one more, one less. All really depends. He's definitely hit his full potential 100%. But what sort of awards has he won in terms of trophies? This is what also I'm quite interested in. Has he won anything like notable? So he won the Bundesliga and DFB Pokal, Bundesliga again, Spanish. So he hasn't won the Champions League or the Premier League yet. I mean, Chelsea have got second 3 years in a row. Oh, Chelsea. Oh, no. So, I mean, if Moukoko, for whatever reason, doesn't win the Champions League or the Premier League, that would be a bitter disappointment, considering the clubs he's been at and how good he is. You'd expect him to be carrying most teams with the sort of ability he has. So, yeah, that is absolutely ridiculous. I didn't expect him to be hopping clubs. I honestly thought he'd stay at Bayern for a little bit, then maybe go over to Real Madrid and Spain to finish his career off. But, I mean, he's only 25. He could go to another club. He could go to United. He could go over to PSG. We don't know. But that is going to wrap up the video, ladies and gentlemen. We might do another video on this just to see how he gets on in a later stage of his career. But obviously, I don't want this video being too long. So if you do enjoy this type of video, make sure you put it in the comments. Letting me know, and I will definitely do a second video. But of course, if you have enjoyed today's video, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and share the video around. It really, really does help. And turn on that notification bell so that you are alerted whenever any videos are released on my channel. Of course, Sunderland series will be released at least 3 times a week, so you've got something to look forward to there. But have a good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world. Take care of yourself, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.